Y'all see it in the title. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. This might just be one of my most important videos I think ever made. It's your boy Black Ronin, back on that again with another banger for y'all today. This is my girl Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Turn to the camera. Black Widow says, hey y'all. But y'all, and your boy had a banger of a workout too earlier today. I threw it up here on the screen. Your boy be getting down on that calisthenics. And I'll be doing them fasted workouts as well. But y'all, let me get on to this topic here because guys, I've been seeing a few videos on YouTube lately about black men saying, oh, I don't date black women and all this. And I'm just like, you know what? I gotta make a video of myself on this because like, I get it, guys. Like, I had my fair share of bad experiences with all different types of women. But to just rule out your own, it's just absolutely insane to me. And I know I may look like a half-breed, a mixed dude, but no, I'm black. My parents are black, dad's black, mom black. Yeah, so I happen to came out light-skinned. but yeah, guys, so like, I think it's crazy. Both men and women who don't, just X out their own race. I just think it's crazy to me. I get it, our community has a lot of issues, a lot of problems, but ruling out your own entire race is not going to solve it. And then on top of that, like, I understand, like, dating is definitely is something else as a man in 2024. Like, you can vibe with a girl so good for like the first time you ever met her, but then she ended up ghosting you and then you don't hear nothing. So like, it's a lot of games and stuff, which I mean I'm fully aware of, but yeah, like, I think America just have an entire problem within itself. Like, this is a society problem, I would say, that's in America. But for black men to just say I don't think black women, it's just crazy to me. First reason why, I hear a lot of dudes say like, oh, like they don't look good and this and that, oh, they wear this, they wear the weaves. I don't really care if a black woman wears weave and all that, but I will say I do prefer a black woman who wears her natural hair and try to style it. Like, I understand, cause you do got black women that do rock their natural hair, but they get dragged by some black men like, oh, look at that nappy. Like you do got some ignorance out there, but don't let that deter you. Like, yeah, that's crazy to me. And also understand, like, not every black hairstyle is gonna fit every black person. Like, an afro may look good on one black person, may not look good on the next. Like me, when it come down to certain hairstyles, I look the best when I got box braids, or I'm back on my curls. I'm back on that routine. It's taking time before I get it right, but it's coming along, but I'm still getting in the hang of that routine, trying different types of products, but I'm really trying to style and get my own hair, the way I like it. But yeah, just understanding that, finding a hairstyle that suits you, both man and woman. And I like to throw a little bit of color in there every now and then. But yeah, like, here's a perfect example. Like, look at me right now and how I got my curls, and then look at me before when I had like my hair, with the sponge. Like, I mean, yeah, the sponge looked all right, but I look way more better with the curls, hands down. And especially in some really good lighting. I mean, when I really got the curls popping, when I really got them on point, oh yeah, it's night and day, hands down. So, finding a hairstyle, that suits you is definitely very, very important, And also another thing, like, black men, when it comes down to looks, like, don't get me wrong, I get a lot of attention. I'll argue I get the most attention from white women, hands down. That's usually majority of the time when I get the most attention from. Yeah, a few Latinas here and there, but I always like get a lot of can't talk. They always get a lot of white women gravitating to me the most. But I will say, when it comes down to black women, when I do pull a few, it's always a very good experience for the most part, because I know the type of black woman I'm looking for. And I also think a lot of people, they live in a very scarcity mindset. Like, they get like, it's like they go through one bad experience and it's like, oh, it's the end all be all and this and that. Like, it's crazy to me. And I also think a lot of people just sit around and just be okay with settling. I think that's bad too, So when it comes down to looks, me personally, like, I love all shades of black. I'm not one of these dudes out here that's gonna be like, oh, only like light skins or only like dark skins. No, like I like all shades, all races. It does not phase me. My parents raised me. They said, hey Al, we want you preferably with a black girl. But if you marry anything outside of that or go with anything, outside of that, hey, we cool with it just long as she treating you right. And yeah, now I think that's a fantastic mindset to have. Now, preferably, I do prefer my dark-skinned black women, preferably. And then on top of that, there is a type. There is a type I do like as well. As you guys seen earlier, I'm in pretty decent shape. I work out. I'm still trying to get to a certain type of physique that I think that I probably will achieve in another year, maybe 2 years. But I know if you've been out of shape for a little while, because I ain't gonna lie, guys, I got a little chubby after high school. Your boy fell off. I mean, I did look pretty dang on good back in middle school, even up to high school. But after a few years, outside of high school, your boy did fall off. I got a little chubby, had the man boobs coming in. I said, nah, I ain't do something about that. But so I'm very, very heavily into fitness now. I work out, been taking care of myself, and yeah, drinking a lot of water, trying to eat healthy, and I've been seeing a lot of progress. So having a partner that's definitely on that type of level as me is awesome. In terms of looks, this is for black men who say, oh, I don't like how black women look. Bro, you telling me this don't look good, that don't look good? Because that looks really, really good to me. Those are my type of black women I like to go for, preferably. And also another thing, I prefer a girl that don't wear makeup. And if so, every now and then, special occasions, okay, cool, but all day, every day, I ain't, nah. But that's just me. But everybody's different. But I do care a lot about the personality and also, her inside. What's her mind like? Do we actually relate and have anything in common and things I actually value? That I think is very, very important into a relationship. And if I don't meet those things, like if I don't see that within a person, I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't care how beautiful she is. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, I'm so glad I had quite a few experiences with very, very beautiful women, because I made all the mistakes, and plus I already know what to watch out for. So looks, yes, it is important, but at the same time, it's not like if the personality and the energy, we don't have that similar type of energy, like I'm cutting it off. I'm finna move on. But a lot of dudes can't do that, so it's crazy. But then another thing too I want to mention, when it comes down to black women, I have noticed, because I'm originally born and raised in Tampa, Florida. If you guys didn't know that, anybody's been watching my content, for a little minute, you guys already know I've been born and raised in Tampa, Florida. I don't live there no more. I live in Texas. I don't think I'm ever gonna be moving back to Tampa anytime soon, if ever. Anything, I'm trying to move to Africa one of these days in the future. I'm trying to go out there to Kenya or maybe South Africa, but I think probably Kenya would probably be my go-to. But yeah, like growing up in Tampa, especially as I got older as a teenager, young adult, anybody who I see that's like light-skinned or like on the lighter shade of black, it's very rare I see them with a black woman. Like it's pretty rare. Like and then on top of that, like back when I lived over there, I didn't really get that much attention like that from black girls. There was a few I did get attention from, but honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm 24 right now, and I only dated maybe like 2 black girls in my lifetime. I know that's crazy, but but also I will say, my mindset was different back then when I was a teenager growing up, because at the time I was used to women approaching me. And that's how I thought it was supposed to be, but I never really cold approach. I'm gonna be real with y'all, until my early 20s. That's when I started cold approaching. Yeah, but I was just used to always getting approached, by women. So I thought that was the norm. I didn't really know to really cold approach, and I know a lot of black women, they love to be cold approached, and that's one of the things I messed up on. But I probably would have got more black women over time if I would have cold approached. But at the time, I just wasn't really used to cold approaching, and I was used to women coming to me, and that's really how I liked it. That's really how I thought it was supposed to be. But in reality, we should both be cold approaching, man and woman, in my personal opinion. But yeah, and then on top of that, Another thing, a lot of black men gotta understand when it come down to black women, they do care a lot about the looks. So, like I know with me, I've been playing around different hairstyles, finding out what suits me. You know, there's a lot of things I've been working on, building muscle and everything, working out, doing a lot of different things, and, working on YouTube channels and everything. Speaking of YouTube channels, I got a second YouTube channel. If you like movie and TV content, Marvel news, check out my other channel below, Dagger Films. But, yeah, I'm doing a lot to make myself really stand out. But yeah, like I definitely noticed, like it's very rare I meet black women who got an ugly looking dude, like especially is he black. Nah, like very rare do I see black women who, got a man that either he don't look, decent and take care of himself, or he just really tall and just like, he look like he can throw hands. One of the two. You either a hood dude or you got like really good genetics. One of the two. Like what I noticed when it come down to black women. Now at the time, like, I mean, it does depend on where you at, but I will say, I guess back home in, in Tampa, like, I mean, dark skin, like that's the perfect place if you a dark skinned dude. Don't get me wrong, I still have my success. Don't get it twisted now. But if you talking about in the black community, I think in Tampa, you gonna have great success if you a dark skinned dude. Now, that's not to say I can't have success. You guys remember what I said earlier. I'm used to women coming to me. So I'm not used to really cold approaching. Like I'm learning a lot more actually still to this day. I ain't even gonna lie. So yeah, like if I were to go back to Tampa, yeah, I think I can definitely pull for sure. But anyway, like, yeah, that's just what I want to throw out there to y'all. When it come down there to black men out there, I'm trying to understand it more how black women move and everything. And one more thing, this is probably the most important thing y'all need to hear when it come down to a woman's temper and everything. I ain't gonna lie, black women, it can be pretty crazy. If y'all have a disagreement, it's not all, by no means necessarily, but yeah, but when you do find that few groups that's like, oh man, like yeah, like I understand, but at the same time, you can't just label all of them like that. Like y'all, nah. And then on top of that, for me, like, my bad, y'all. I hope my camera didn't cut off. But like I was saying earlier, I gotta have me a woman that works out and take care of herself. That's probably the hardest thing to find in terms of black women. It's just ones that work out and just take care of themselves. Be in the gym. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, if black women really, like in America already got an obesity problem, but if a lot of black women really took care of themselves, like work out, drink a lot of water, eat healthy, women in general, but especially black women, they will wipe out the competition. I'll guarantee you, if I see something like this walking around on a daily basis, that's gonna wipe out majority of women. I don't care what anybody say, my personal opinion. But yeah, like black women out there, hey, work out, get yourself in shape. Understand, like, every man has a different type. Y'all already know my type, as I told you guys earlier. And also another thing, she gotta be cool with reptiles, cause I got my bearded dragon back there. I'm gonna get another few reptiles too. I'm gonna get a boa constrictor, probably would be next. Then I'm gonna get a blood python. So you gotta be in the reptiles. You wanna be with me, or at least be fearless. But yeah, if you cool with this little girl, so far I ain't gonna lie, you might be a rarity. But yeah, I just want to make this quick video out here for y'all. And black men, don't give up on black women. Like, I think that's crazy. Now, if you want to go date out, that's cool. I date out myself. If you happen to find the right one, not an issue. But I will say, preferably over time, as I've been dating and just going through life, I prefer to be on my own. And honestly, like I said earlier, I do want to move out there to Africa. Come here, girl. This girl holding on to me tight. She don't want to let go. Come on. But yeah, guys, I want to move out there to Africa one of these days. Like I said, Kenya. Man, the women out there. I mean, it's beautiful women out here in America, but the type of mindset and type of energy, like I got to travel the world to find the type of way I like to move, because I'm very simple. There's a reason why I left Tampa, Florida. I don't care about balling big and being the most, stunner out there. Like, nah, I like to live simple. Like, it don't take much to make me happy. And I'm definitely not a materialistic person whatsoever. So trying to find that in just the average woman in general is very, very tough. Unless I go out there to a small town, which I'm gonna try that in the future. Cause yes, the small towns where it's at. If you can get a small town that's near a big city and work online, that's really what the goal I'm trying to get to. But I still do want to travel. If I like Africa, when I do go over there one of these days, I'm definitely gonna move over there. But really, guys, that's all I gotta say. It's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be catching y'all next video. Let me know what you guys think. Black women, I'm curious to hear what y'all gotta say. Black men, I want to know what y'all gotta say as well. But y'all take it easy and have a good one.